Hello and welcome to Masterminds Fantasy Sports. So this is FPL Podcast episode 2. So here we are going to be talking about the players that are on a watch list after the first game week. So yeah.
But before that, let's talk about the amazing game week that we had.
Yeah.
The most amazing start we've had in all the FPL season that we've played. 100 points in the first game week. Clean sheets from Foster, Van Aanholt, Robertson and Mendy. And goals from Salah, 2 goals from Mane, 2 goals from Richarlison and an assist from Jota. We scored 100 points even though all 3 of our forwards didn't score any goals or provided any assists. We also had Van Bissaka on our bench, which is really sad.
But everyone had him on their bench.
He scored 12 points in the first game week. Wish we would have had him in our team. Would have gone bonkers.
Yeah, so now let's start about our watch list. So first of all, let's talk about Manchester United. So they have a really good run of fixtures. They face only Spurs in their next 7 matches. And the one player who performed really well was Pogba. He's priced at 8 and he started the game and he even scored the penalty. And he played really well in the whole game.
So next we talk about from Manchester United is Luke Shaw. An absolutely amazing game for him, and he was playing really well at left back, and he showed that he was ready to play first team, and he was going to give competition to Ashley Young, which means that he'll be staying in the team for a long time if he performs like this. Price at 5, he scored a goal, and that was a very unfortunate moment when Vardy scored when he lost the clean sheet, but scored a total of 11 points, which was great.
And it looks like he will start every match because Young can even start at right back and Damian did not have a great match, so he can even start on at right back and Shaw can keep his place at left back.
So talking next about Leicester, they lost to Manchester United but had a really great performance, had a really good performance as I should say. Ricardo Pereira started at right wing. He played really well, but we can't be sure if he'll be playing at right wing for ahead of fixtures because they have players on the bench who didn't make it to the first team because of lack of match fitness. So keep an eye out for him. If he starts at right wing every game, he's definitely a player to watch out for as he's listed as a defender, and playing at right wing increases the attacking potential.
Another player that was playing really well in that game was Maddison. Because he was really the standout player in the match. He was taking every set piece. He was even involved in every attack. It's like in the next 7 game weeks, they only face Liverpool. So he can be a really good buy at 6.5.
So as he said, they're only facing Liverpool in the next 7 game weeks, which means they have other fixtures which are very easy. And going for a defender, Chilwell, I would say, is one to go because everyone would target Maguire, and Chilwell comes as a differential in terms of that. And he has that attacking potential in him. Provides he was really good at providing crosses. He was really sharp with his crosses and passes, and might be there in bonus points also if he performs well in the next games for Leicester City.
And Leicester attacked mostly from the left side, and Chilwell was involved in most of the attacks of Leicester. So yeah, so keep an eye on him. And the next team we will be talking about is Crystal Palace. So they face Liverpool in their next game, but then they have a really good run of fixtures, and this team looks like they are gonna play really well in this Premier League season.
So talking about the first player, their goalkeeper Hennessy, he was really giving competition to the new keeper that they've signed. He wanted to keep his first place. He wanted to be in the first team, and he made sure that he makes a mark, and he made 6 saves.
Yeah, and the other player to keep an eye out for is Schlupp.
Okay, Jeffrey Schlupp is priced at 4.5. He's a defender playing out of position at left mid currently. But he might be rotated. He might be rotated when their defenders when their attackers and Jordan Ayew, they come back. So there might be change in places for him. But currently, for a few weeks till the time Jordan Ayew is back to match fitness and is back to the playing 11, he is definitely a player to watch out for. He scored a goal and also grabbed a clean sheet.
The next player we are talking about is Mitrovic from Fulham. They have a really tough run of fixtures, but you can just keep an eye out on him because he played really well in that match. He attacked really well and he is priced at 6.5. He even had 7 shots, out of which 3 were on target, and he was even taking the free kick. So yeah, keep an eye out on him.
Next we talk a player from Cardiff. That's their right back Peltier. He's priced at 4 million and definitely one to keep on your bench as he starts almost every game, and might be like he is that sort of a defender, that sort of player I would say, who clears the funds for the other players for you to invest in.
Yeah. So the next team we'll be talking about is Chelsea. They face Arsenal in their next match, but then have a good run of fixtures for the next 4 game weeks. And the one player that you should keep an eye out is Hazard, because he played only for 14 minutes, but in that 14 minutes he completed 6 dribbles and even had an assist. So yeah, keep an eye out on him.
So the next player that we talk from Chelsea is David Luiz. David Luiz is priced at 5.5. He got a clean sheet and he started ahead of Christensen and Gary Cahill and played really well. Okay, so after this, the last player from Chelsea would be Alonso. He showed that he was coming back in form from the season that he had in the 2016-2017 FPL season, and he was going in with crosses and was there at the attacking end and was trying his level best to score a goal.
Yeah. So the next player we'll be talking about is Huddersfield goalkeeper Ben Hammer. He started the game and he's priced at 4. So he's another bench fodder for your team. He can, if he starts every game. So yeah, just keep an eye out on him.
The next player is from Southampton. Their goalkeeper McCarthy. He's priced at 4.5. He made 6 saves in the 0-0 draw with Burnley, and he also earned the 3 bonus points, which took him to 11 points for the game week, which is very good for a goalkeeper.
The next team is Watford. So they have a really good run of fixtures for the next 2 game weeks, but after that they will face Spurs and United. So yeah, the one player that played really well was Holebas. He had 2 assists in the game, and he was playing really well, and he is priced at 4.5. So yeah, he's a really good defender to invest in.
The next player from Watford is Pereira. He was playing at left wing and he scored 2 goals. Priced at 6 million. He's definitely one to watch out for. As Chirag said, their fixtures are good for the next 2 weeks. At least you can keep an eye out on him for the next 2 weeks, or maybe get him for this week. The next team that we'll be talking about is Wolves.
They face only City in their next 4 matches. Other than that, they have good run of fixtures. And the one player that was outstanding in that game was Ruben Neves. He scored that great free kick and even assisted the second goal. He's priced at only 5, and he looks like he's the gross of this year's Premier League. So yeah, just keep an eye out on him and get him as early as you can.
So the next team that we're going to be talking about is Liverpool. Liverpool played really well against West Ham. They have the potential to perform well against any opponent, and they have a good run of fixtures. They face Crystal Palace, Brighton and Leicester in their next 3 game weeks. The player that we're watching out from them is Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's priced at 5, is a right back, but mostly,
and he's also a differential because everyone is going for Robertson at left back. So yeah, he's also a differential, and he's even on free kick. So yeah, he's
what
playing
a free kick he had that Fabianski saved. That was an amazing save by Fabianski there. And going back to our team, the players that were on our bench and played well, we're talking about Fabianski. He made really good saves. It was just the amazing Liverpool attack that had the better of him, and he couldn't earn points. But overall, he had a really good performance. Talking about Kearney, he was good in midfield. He was making great passes, but didn't have too much attacking potential. Cedric was really unfortunate. It was really unfortunate to see Cedric get subbed off at the 57th minute. He missed out on the clean sheet and the 0-0 draw against Burnley. And at last, our last sub, Wan-Bissaka, the Crystal Palace right back. He's priced at 4 million, and what a game he played. He scored. He assisted a goal, and also kept the clean sheet for Crystal Palace. So overall, a great performance from him, and overall a great performance from us. So keep following us for more podcasts,
more updates, and look out for our next top 5 captains and differentials in our next game week.
Thank you, and see you next week.